All right, Shalom. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshai Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and preach the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And in recent news, the state of Israel has, as you can tell by the headlines, it says Israel has already tested a digital shekel cryptocurrency. Now, they're in the process of getting rid of the physical dollar and transitioning to the digital dollar, and that's going to set up, for the M.O.T.B, that chip. All right. So I just want to read some of this article, and then we'll hop right into the scriptures. All right. It says the concept of issuing such a currency has been in discussion since 2017, but decided to accelerate its research and preparation for the potential issuance. Israel has already conducted a pilot test of digital shekel cryptocurrency. Bank of Israel Deputy Governor Andrew Abir said, perhaps inadvertently, at a recent conference of the Fair Value Forum of IDC Herzliya. I don't know if I pronounced that wrong, but let's move forward. Toward the end of a panel discussion, Abir said the Bank of Israel had already run a digital currency pilot. Another member of the panel seemed surprised and asked, You have already issued a coin? Abir responded, Slaki Akim. Abir responded in the affirmative. However, Abir said he was not optimistic that such a central bank digital currency would ever be launched. And basically want to stop right there. I don't plan on making this too long. I'm going to put the article and a link for you to read. Without further ado, let's get into the scriptures. And, most of you already know where I'm going. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, now it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Your financial status doesn't matter. Nothing matters, all right? Esau wants everybody to be, under his rule, all right? He wants everybody to submit to him, all right? And then before we move on, we're going to go into that word mark, all right? Should be the Greek word charagma. Yep. Turn it up for you.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Alright, so it says stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And before we move on, alright, there is no one Antichrist. There are many Antichrists, alright, or anti-Hamashiach, Salakia. It says the mark branded upon horses, thin cars, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. All right, so the main two you want to look at is the first one and A. All right, this is a literal mark that Esau wants to implant inside your right hand or your forehead. All right, it's not the mark stated in the Ezekiel chapter 9. The one in Ezekiel chapter 9 goes back to the Hebrew word tawah, which means to be exempt from judgment. All right. And this mark, as it's been revealed to the apostles and elders and to the brothers on down, a GMS, it's the RFID microchip, all right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, all right? So you're not going to be able to, buy anything or sell anything unless you get that mark, all right? All right, and it's going to restrict your travels as well. This is verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, so that's 666. All right, you got the 600. All right, and the a score is 20. All right, so when you multiply 20 times 3, you get 60, and it says 6, so that adds up to 666. All right. Now we're going to get into the judgment, or what will happen to you, all right, if you do end up taking that chip. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and get right to the point. Verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, Shalaki, the same shall drink of the wine of Yahweh. Now, what's Shalaki? Shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. And the wrath of Yahweh is gonna come by way of nuclear destruction. All right, Yahweh trying the holy angels touching down Babylon with laser fire, laser beams from the chariots. All right, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And when you go into that word indignation, it means righteous anger. All right, and rightfully so, man. The Lord has every right to be angry at Babylon, America the Great. For one, the scripture says, "He that touches you," referring to the Israelites, touches the apple of my eye. All right. Esau has a heavy debt to pay, man. You just can't touch the people of the Lord and not expect anything to happen to you, or for you to not have to recompense all that blood you shed. All right. And ultimately, the ways of this world are completely adverse to the scriptures. All right. And Lord Yahweh Shem Shai hates wickedness. All right, and the scriptures say, wickedness had exceedingly polluted the earth, and that's what happens, when the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, these motherfuckers don't know how to rule. All right, they got shit all out of course. All right, the earth is not in the state that it's supposed to be. But why is that? Because the earth is in the hands of the wicked. All right, let's move forward. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, and that Lamb is our Lord Yahweh Shai. Right now, if you take that chip, man, the Lord's gonna leave you here, and you're gonna get pelted by nuclear missiles, or even hit by a laser beam from a chariot. All right, and ultimately, you're gonna suffer that second death. All right, by way of fire. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well and preach the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Till then, shalom.